What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new and first timer here, my name is Dwayne here with Growing Together Nursery, and today we got a cool little treat for you. First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully you guys had a safe New Year. New Year, new you, right? New garden, new trees. I like it. I like the way you're thinking, right? So first and foremost, today we got a cool little treat. I want to go ahead and do a little review for a fruit that I haven't had prior to yesterday. What are we talking about, Wayne? Well, it's a cool one. It's new to me. I'm sure a lot of y'all have had it before, depending on where you're from. Um, but we're talking about black sapote. Dun, dun, dun. All right. This one is locally grown. Shout out to Adam at Flying Fox Fruits. Was able to go ahead and grab some from him and was able to see his tree. Massive tree, probably 20 feet. I say massive, but these do get up to, I think, 82 feet. That's what, according to Google, they say that they can reach that. You know, after a 5-minute Google quick search, now I guess I'm an expert. No, I'm not. I don't have any of these yet here on the property. Black Sapote is new. I have had a few trees come over and already have been rehomed. I do have the matte snow variety, black sapote, but these came from Mr. Adam over there. And prior to yesterday, I have never had them, and only because I will say that I've never really ventured into going out and grabbing them, because where do you get them from? The store, right? And I've asked the folks like, hey, have you guys liked the black sapotes, green sapotes and whatnot? And the issue is you get them from the store and it's a really bad example, bad representation of said fruit, because it's picked early, maybe radiated, could be gas, wax, what have you. It's going to change the flavor of the fruit. Same thing with Sapote. We get a bad rep here in town, all of the stores. I'm not mentioning the stores, but it's tough to be able to say, yes, I really like it or not. I will say that my mom is a firm believer of the fruit now. She had it yesterday for the first time and totally did a 180 on the review and her liking of it, because up until now, she was tasting really bland, or it was way over dryness. Anyways, it's tough. So if you can find it locally grown, always better. There's nothing on there. I actually saw him pick these fresh for me. So, and when are they ready? Once they get really, really soft. You want it to be able to get really soft on you. It is AKA the chocolate pudding fruit, Diosporus. I think I'm saying that right. Diosporus nigra or Diosporus. Hopefully this one's right. Digina. Yes, they say that those are the same exact species, and the fruit is AKA chocolate pudding fruit, but no, it doesn't taste like chocolate. I'll show you here in a little bit what the consistency is like, and I'll give you my 2 cents. Really quick about the trees. I do have the matte snow variety, 3 gallon for 65. Now knowing what it tastes like, I will say this. I will be having a tree here, okay? They don't like cold weather. They are sensitive to the cold. So up here in 9B, we're right at that cusp where this year, who knows what the low will be. So far, it's been 38. We're expecting to hit, depending on what app you go by, could be anywhere from 29 to 34. So who knows? We may freeze, may not. Hopefully, we can go ahead and skate by another year with no freeze, because we'll have that many more mangoes and fruit here. But anyways, this at maturity will take 28 degrees, young trees down to 30 degrees. So what I'm thinking is keeping these in containers. There are dwarf varieties out there that can be kept in containers and probably be pruned small, and they are said to fruit in pots as well. So maybe not the abundance as a huge tree, but it's still possible to be able to grow just a few for your family and whatnot. But anyways, enough chitter chatter. Let's see what it's all about. And they are related to the persimmon here. I'm just doing a little cut here. Related to the persimmon, no relation to white sapote or green sapote. Originates down in Central America, Mexico, Central Colombia. All right, down over there. And the Mexicans, they actually eat this with orange juice. Some people will add cream to it. I think Adam adds some heavy cream to it. I could see why. Because let me have a piece of this really quick. and we'll talk about it. The skin is not edible. The skin is very, very thin, okay? And the more you leave this to mature, the darker it's going to become. It's a semi-dark color here. I let one really go. I had 2 of them that were ready. I let one really go yesterday, and it was just creamier. It's the consistency of chocolate pudding, but the flavor isn't chocolatey at all. But, big seeds. Hang on. We're going to do this while talking to y'all. Big seeds, all right? Huge. For what this little fruit is, it has some decent sized seeds. Can be grown from seeds. They say that that's mainly how it's cultivated, is by seeds. 3, depends on what website you go to. It's anywhere from 3 to 6 years to go ahead and fruit said seeds. But you have to be careful because some varieties only produce, or I don't want to say only, will produce or can produce just male trees, which will not bear you any fruit. So you may need cross-pollination in order to get fruit. Some are self-fertile. I didn't see any more trees in his property. I would have to ask to find out if this is a self-fertile variety here or cultivar. But so far, so good. What's it taste like? Well, it's semi-sweet. It's a semi-sweet fruit, very creamy. I could see this going on ice cream. It's not as sweet as the mamey that I had this year. The mamey has that same smooth creaminess, but way sweeter. It's on the sweetness level or scale, I'd probably give it a good 6. Enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. Some people have that texture thing where they don't like the creaminess. It's like a overripe avocado type of mush, like pudding, right? Anyhow, that's some seeds, and I will be growing these seeds. So hang tight for a little bit, and I will have these available. Right, grow out your own seedling, and they don't grow true to seeds. So planting these seeds and growing these out will be its own new variety. It's a hybrid of the mother tree. It could be a little similar, but it would be your own. So come up with your own name, right? It's very, very thin skin. You have to kind of eat it delicately because you don't want to eat the skin. Nutrients behind it. They say that it is high in vitamin C. So it's like baby poop, man. It really is like smooth baby poop or puppy poop. Yes, been stepping on a bunch of that lately. But what I notice is skin. Hang on. They will eat this with something, by itself. Can you eat this by yourself? Is it desirable all by itself? Yeah, there's definitely there's some coolness just to be able to eat it by itself. I could eat this by itself, but in addition with something else, just like canistel, we will complement it. If you're not chasing super sweet fruit, and it's probably there's a little bit in the sun there. This is definitely up your alley. Can you do all kinds of crazy stuff with it? Yeah, why not? But is this a tree that it's worth growing? Is it a fruit that's worth growing? In my opinion, why not? I love a diversity of different fruits here, fruiting at different times. And there is said, there's some websites as well stating that the leaves are medicinal as well. Don't know, look it up, do your own research, folks. All right. But good fruit, I want to say highly recommended. It's one of those that it's another style, depending on where you're from. It's maybe your staple, but much better than what I would have thought. I can't wait. I haven't had, and there's no relation. I haven't had the green sapote or the white sapote yet, but a little bit at a time, folks. As I get them, we'll go ahead and show you guys what they taste like, give you guys my honest review. Out of 10, I'd give the fruit a 7.5 out of 10. Just by itself. Obviously, when you add it in conjunction with other things, step it up, and I'm sure then it's dynamite. But the consistency is killer, man. I like the smooth creaminess, texture of it. It's gnarly. It's really fun for me, but I don't have an issue with the textures. But I mean, all the fruits are really cool. I like to have a little bit of everything, and I think if I can find, well, I'll get some more Matt Snows. They said that this is a dwarfing variety, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check on that. Don't quote me. But I did see where it said dwarf next to the Matt Snow. But again, hang on. I'm new to this, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will be getting more this next year. But shout out to Mr. Adam over there at Flying Fox for hooking it up over here. Always fun to eat new fruits. And if you haven't, this is your year, folks. Stop on by, get your new tree, whether it's mango, avocado, atamoya, bananas, whatever it is. We got all kinds of food forest favorites here. I'm always collecting more. You can order something with me if you're not able to find it somewhere else. Put you on the list and see what we can do for you. But 2025 is your year to start that food forest. I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself, dang it. Let's do this thing, all right? Let's grow together and let's be somebody, all right? Get the best fruits around the world right there, right over here in Orange City. Come on over and see us. Later, y'all.